one thing we are all interested in. It is our future. More than anything else, we want to know how we are going to get on, earn more money, build better homes, have higher standards of living.
A booming economy is always going to bust at some point.
Then came a day when depression stalked the land. Men became scared, and not only did many foolish things, but made equally foolish statements.
Recent data suggests that growth in advanced economies slowed markedly in the fourth quarter of 2007. Financial market strains originating from the U.S. subprime sector and the associated financial losses have deepened and spread.
Boom and bust, it's a cycle. You know, we saw it in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. I was part of that and saw it improve, and then, you know, here we are again.
Like anything else, I think it's just a phase. You know, like houses now are getting, I think they're getting cheaper now actually. They're pretty expensive the last few years, but
they both would like to have this place for their very own. Too bad they can't afford it.
Houses have doubled here. The price of housing, a friend of mine bought in Tuscany for $279. It's now $679 within 3 years. How ridiculous is that?
From every section of the country come reports of vastly increased building activity. Now in these pictures we show you a few of the thousands of houses of all types that are currently under construction as a result of this building boom.
I sold my house and moved out of this crazy city and moved to Saskatchewan. It's been great.
I am in Calgary just because I accepted a new job here. So
I know a lot of people, and myself included, that are in Calgary to make the money while there's money to be made, and then moving on to Vancouver.
I'm not going to be staying in Calgary, so I'm thinking about Montreal.
CEOs in the developed economies of North America and Western Europe are much less confident than last year. And in North America, CEO confidence is down by a third.
I feel it's going to slow, and I do feel it will bust.
Frankly, I hope it does slow a little. You know, I really don't want to see it bust, of course, but a little slowdown might be a really good thing.
Well, I don't think it helps community at all. There's lots of research out there that points out that the old adage that money does not buy happiness, and that's very true. Things that make people happy are opportunities for people to share, come together, and be together, and things like that. And so I don't think money really helps that. There's very strong communities that even in Nova Scotia and overseas where there's no booming economy, and they're known to be some of the happiest of places.
When there's a boom in the city, there's also a lot of bad things that happen, like illegal stuff, criminal stuff, drugs.
Economy in Calgary, it seems like the middle class is smaller. There's actually more people on the streets. I think that their proposal to build a whole bunch of additional housing units is completely, unreliable.
I know there's a lot of Calgarians who have been here a long time who are very disenchanted with living here just because of the price of house, price of everything.
I'm still at my age an aspiring artist, and the boom economy has marginalized me financially more than ever.
Contending with modern economic difficulties requires quite as high courage and as much enterprise as was displayed by men and women of covered wagon days. At that time, money was not a necessity. The old-timer traded his produce for everything from cloth and foodstuffs to household furnishings. Today, it's a different story. Families in most cases depend upon a paycheck for the necessities of life. There is an ever-present need for money when debts pile up because of sickness, temporary unemployment, pay cuts, or improvidence. Cash may be needed for the emergencies of birth, death, travel, or to take advantage of opportunities in education or business. Where can the self-respecting employed family of today turn for aid? Not to nature, as did the pioneer of 1833. It must turn somewhere. What is the answer?
Birth, a path to peace, one chance at this masterpiece before we turn into the earth.